Dear Anxiety, I think I've got you backed in a corner this time. I think getting to this point where I was creating art, it took me a long time to figure out that I had to drop a lot of things that I was holding on to as crutches. And when my mom passed away, my older brother told me that all she really wanted for us was to make friends and travel and stuff like that and see the world. And I feel like I used that to push me to travel, but because I have this deep social anxiety in me to make friends, it's so hard for me to do that. Now, I kind of use it as the excuse to almost run away from everything. Alright, so right now I am in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and
for some reason when it snows, it's not as cold as when it's not snowing. There's a huge dam, and there's a bridge, there's people fishing.
But I still had those problems, all those problems emotionally, even though I was far from where I thought they were created. It didn't really help, and it didn't really push me forward in anything, but it did clear my mind and made me realize that no matter where I go, my problems go with me. So I guess it helped in that way, in that weird way. Yeah. I think if something comes up, some interesting new thing to do that I see and I find that I like, I'll go for it, for sure. But I do want to have that stability and that ability to be able to do what I want when I want. What? So, you can't see my face because of the horrible lighting. You should be over there. Maybe I shouldn't be. But, yes. So, during the day, in the mornings, towards the afternoons, pretty much all day, I'm sitting on this desk programming. I think when I finally came back to Texas, I just jumped right back into programming. It was during COVID, and I was kind of scared what would happen if I quit my job and tried to do the things that I really wanted to do. And I didn't want to fail. I really didn't want to fail so bad because I feel like for me, academics was something that I felt like it was the only thing I was good at. So dropping what academics gave me was kind of throwing it all away. I didn't decide to make the move until I met Aru.
There's no road. I'll show you a secret way, come on.
This person thinks that they know Central Park. They've never been here in their life. Why?
I was trying to trick you.
That bird was that duck was huh? What's happening?
I thought I was gonna go one way or the other. You gave.
They were this younger version of me in my career. They just started their corporate job and it gave them a lot of stability. But they were also an artist and they kind of pushed that aside to work and to follow what they were supposed to do, quote unquote.
I can tell when things are good. And that is pretty good.
And with all the moments that we created together and the times that we shared, I wanted those to be the forefront of my life. And I never pushed that aside, so I wondered why should I push something else I love, like art and creating? Why should that be pushed aside as well? So it was time to make the big move.
So this week I tried my hand at advertising.
And I honestly felt a bit lost in the beginning, as in, like, when you start any new venture, you're gonna feel lost. It felt so empty in a way because I didn't feel like I was interacting with anybody. And I kept feeling this anxiety just getting in the way, like, I don't want to interact. I want to be behind this computer and I want to hide. And I just couldn't do that anymore. So late last year, I applied to my first gallery and I got in. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't as bad as I thought. And then soon after, I applied to my first art market. That was nerve-wracking. Like, being face-to-face with my customer was so nerve-wracking, but I did it.
I have my first art market this weekend, and I don't think the word nervous really begins to explain how I'm feeling right now.
And I never thought that was something I could do. There were so many things in my life that I thought I could never do, like be a programmer, go to college, like, I don't know, work, to be honest, because I'm just so anxious. And like, I still am so anxious about just conversations, talking to people. I don't feel like I'm doing anything right, but I feel like every time that I push myself, I'm learning more and more, getting used to certain things more and more, that I feel less scared of my anxiety, even though it's still there, and I think it will always sort of be there here and there. So here I am. Here I am.
Wow. We're on the edge of the bayou. We came from up there, and now we're right here.
My anxiety, I'm not talking to you as if you're a bad thing. Like, I don't think you're bad. I think you've protected me a lot throughout my whole life. So to anyone else who's struggling with talking to you and dealing with you, I think they should understand why you were there in the first place. So I guess thank you. Thank you, anxiety, for helping me along this journey. But I always appreciate you for being there and continuing to be there. So I guess I'll see you soon, maybe in my next socially awkward conversation. Okay, bye.
You know this Instagram? Huh? This Instagram?
In the table, there's
On our last day, well, Aurora's last day, to tomorrow is technically my last day, and the next morning I fly out as well.